Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome into another early 2020 set review. Today we're going to be looking at the LEGO Avengers Truck Takedown. It has 477 pieces and is set number 76143, and it will be available starting on January 1st and will retail for $39.99 USD and $49.99 Canadian. And this set is loosely based off of the Avengers game coming in 2020, but we'll talk about that later on, specifically when we get to the minifigures. But without further ado, let's go ahead and let's take a look at the builds and then the figures. Alright, here we go. Here's the build. Here is the main build, since this is in the name of the set, and it has a lot of stickers. Let's start with that. We got one sticker here on the front here with the A, as well as this side panel sticker, which just looks really great. It makes a lot of sense, so that they wouldn't have to print that twice. And then coming around onto the other side, you've got the same thing, but this sticker's reversed, and that's the same on the other side. And on the front, I think, is the only other sticker on the exterior, and NA811, not really sure what that is a reference to. Who knows? Who knows? But anyways, let's take a look at everything else that we got going on here. So first of all, let's start with the mobility of the truck. It is very, very good. It's easy to move around. It's a fun little push around truck. But here you actually have this really cool feature, which I just realized existed while I was looking at it. So the truck actually does collapse, and I thought that you just pull on the side to open it, but that it has this play feature, didn't realize that. So that's really cool that it can pop open like that. And when you actually do that, you get access to the interior of this truck. And on the inside, you have this little mechanism that is attached to this, that has the stud shooter on the front that you just lift up, and then you can close on up the truck again if you make sure that everything is out of the way. You can close the truck up. It's not necessarily always closed. You can kind of see how it's loose, but then you have this little turret that just pops out of the front, and I think that looks really good. And on the top of that, you can see there that there's actually this Avengers sticker on the front, and we all know how these work. You just turn those and all the stud shooters go flying into the nothingness. But you can, at least on the pictures of the instructions and everything, they want you to open that up. Not quite sure what that does for it, but yeah, that's what they expect you to do. On the sides here, they also have some of the flame pieces and things introduced from the DC Superheroes wave, I believe was the first time that we got that. And it's just a bunch of, they all come in a little baggie, if you don't know, all these pieces, and the orange there, as well as some stuff used for one of the AIM agents. And it's quite interesting. If you close it on up, open it up, and let's put it back. Let's put it back. On the inside here, you do have a blaster, or one of the Galaxy Squad guns in black, as well as a walkie-talkie there. And you do have access to the interior there, where you can sit Hawkeye or Captain America to drive the truck, which I'll show you in a second. But what's interesting is, maybe you didn't notice from before, but when you do close it up, there's this ugly gap here. So that's a bit of a shame. That I like the mechanism, and see how loose it is here, how it doesn't look like it's closed. But it's an interesting idea. I do gotta hand it to them. It's unique. It's a cool idea. It's just that gap, however, does not do it for me. But what I like about the interior here is, if we open it up, you can see that you can access it from the front there, which looks cool. And just using that piece there is just something unique and very strange. But we'll take Captain America, since he is the easiest without his quiver and everything. But it will fit, so don't worry about that. Hawkeye will fit if you wanted him to drive the truck. But you just put him on in there, and you can close it up and have one of the minifigures driving it. On the front here, you also have these arm things. No idea what these are for. I don't really get why they exist. Why does a truck have arms on the side? Who knows? The grill here at the bottom, I believe you can lift up a bit if you wanted to. You could have it facing that way, but it's meant to go down like that. But besides that, there's nothing else going on. Look at the undercarriage, but there's nothing there either. But I don't know. It's a cute little build. It's unique. It's different. We've never gotten a truck like this before for the Avengers, so I kind of like that. And here is the AIM bike, and it's interesting to just see in terms of scale wise to the truck. It is smaller, but also to the bike, it is also smaller from the other set, which we have a review out already if you want to check it out. I'll link it at the end, as well as we got a playlist of the other Avengers sets. But let's look at this bike here. I'm not even kidding. This is the loosest thing out of all the 2020 sets that I've reviewed. This is the most frustrating thing. just pops off without doing anything. It is just the slightest little movement of anything, it just falls off. Like I'm not even moving it that much, and it just falls right off. It just the slightest little touch, and it's so weak. It is so poorly built, but I get it. It's a drone, right? It's supposed to pop off, but it's way too loose in my opinion. I really dislike that, but we'll take a look at that. I don't want to get frustrated while it's falling off while I'm trying to review this thing, but I really like this build. I think that it's simple, it's cute, it's wacky. It reminds me of some weird Ninjago bike with a giant wheel on the front, but I like it. There's a sticker on the side there for aim, which looks really, really great, and I like the lime green transparent pieces there. That looks really cool from the side, and the build, it's just simple. It's wacky, it's simple, but you do have a stud blaster on the side there with a cool diamond. Like, I don't remember the last time that we actually had this color being used in sets. To be getting it here, I don't know, that really excites me, and I like that a lot. And getting that diamond, it's been a while since I've gotten one, but besides that, for the little bike build, nothing really going on. You do have the handlebars for the minifigure, the aim agent to actually drive on. I think they have to be standing, can't do it sitting, or maybe they can, it just has to be really lowered down. But let's take a look at the little drone here to the side. It has just been, I honestly forgot when I was setting up the set to review, I forgot that it existed because it had just fallen off, and I was double checking on the box. But got a sticker there on the front. So let's focus in on that for a second so you can see kind of what that looks like. I don't even know what that is, just circles and random dots, maybe some eyes, maybe that's the cameras or whatever. But see, like, this is just, I really don't like this build. You got some stud shooters underneath on the bottom. You have some Overwatch guns there on the back with the diamonds there as well. So you get 3 of them in the set, 4 if you include the extra one. And in the back here, you got some lantern pieces, and I think that that's such a genius build. I love that so much. As the thrusters, you just get a cool little texture with using the lantern part, and then by putting those pieces on the inside, it really gives it this blast effect, which I think looks really good. Would have liked aim to be here on the back maybe, or even on the front. Again, I don't know what those are meant to be, cameras or something, but let's look at the minifigures. Here is the aim agent included in the set, and that's actually the dark yellow being used here. And it's based off of the video game, this design for the aim agent. It's unfortunate that we've never gotten another aim agent, especially the ones with the big like hazmat suits or whatever they are. I think that would be really great to get. Oh, battle pack of Hydra versus AIM would just be incredible. I think that would make such a great set, and those would sell so well, or even with Shield or Hydra and AIM or something like that. But anyways, this minifigure looks really good. I like the detail on it. There's a lot going on here on the back, and I like it being on gunmetal gray. I think it gives it this nice shine effect. Definitely makes it feel like armor a little bit more. And on the torso there, you have AIM printed, which I think looks cool. Advanced Idea Mechanics. And then if you take off the helmet in gunmetal gray, which is cool, I've never gotten that before, you can actually get a better look at the mask there if you didn't want to have the helmet on. Taking the breathing mask off, which is also in gunmetal gray, I believe for the first time, which is awesome, and that would make for a great Bane custom minifigure. But anyways, this figure here has this mask printed onto dark yellow, and no back head printing, but there's not really a need since it is supposed to be covered up by the helmet. But I really like this, and it does look a lot like the actual source material, so really great. And you can kind of get a better look there without the shadows caused from the visor with all of the printing on the torso, which just looks really great. And here is the Captain America minifigure, and it looks really good. I like the designs of the games. Again, this is based off of the Avengers Square Enix game coming in 2020, and I'm a fan of the designs. I'm not a hater of them, so I quite like it. The shield piece here and the helmet were actually introduced last year for the Avengers Endgame sets, or I guess this year. Wait, no, this is 2020 set. But anyways, it's cool because it's printed onto this silver piece. And what I like about it is that not only does it give it the silver edge, but it also just, it doesn't allow for the red and the white to kind of blend together. So the white would just be so thin, and then you get this like weird pink shield, and I absolutely hate it. You could check out all my Captain America minifigures video that I have to update with this now at some point, but you can see all the different shields and how poorly some of them are printed. I just absolutely hate it. But the torso here is absolutely great. I love it so much. It looks so much like the game's design. And just like the game, though, however, it does come with a hairpiece, which we'll look at right after I tear this helmet apart. And you know what? No, I like the helmet. I do, I do. It's the head. I absolutely hate the head. The head on the box art has this, the chin strap and everything actually printed onto a dark blue head. That absolutely fixed the problem of this weirdness on the side. Why? Like, ugh, I hate that so much on the side. But I do like the helmet design itself. It looks really great. I put it on other Captain America heads that I've gotten in the past, and it just looks really, really great. But let's take a look at the hairpiece. And here's Captain America with the hairpiece, and it's not necessarily something that I think of when I think of Cap. Smiling, especially since this is from Endgame, very dark and serious movie, end of the whole MCU phases and everything leading up to that. I know Spider-Man came after, but whatever. And for the game it was as well. It just, I don't know, it's very weird. It doesn't remind me of Captain America. I would have liked a more serious face or maybe a smirk, but the open teeth smile is kind of weird. But you do get the Superman wavy hair in medium nougat, so that's good, I guess. And let's show you the back printing as well. That would be important to show, but it does look cool. I think that maybe that's supposed to be like a magnet on the back so that he can carry around his shield on the back. Again, haven't seen too much of the gameplay for the game. I'm trying to keep it a surprise, so maybe that is something that he just normally just takes off his back when he is about to fight somebody, and it's just always on his back, which would be really cool. And here's my favorite minifigure in the set, and it's Hawkeye. And finally, based off of some sort of comic book appearance. And while this could be based off of early concept from the game, like I mentioned in the other video, we only know that 6 characters are going to be available to play as at launch, and that is Captain America, Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, Black Widow, and Miss Marvel. And Hawkeye is not on the list. Unfortunately, there are DLC characters, and I'm sure that he will be included in that, but it's just kind of strange that he is in here with the AIM agents being based off the game and Captain America, as well as the Thor from the other set and Iron Man from the mech. It's just very weird. Like, I don't know. Could this be a leak for the game? I think that'd be really great. I think that that'd be pretty crazy that LEGO is leaking characters that haven't even been announced for the game yet, so that would be really great. But anyways, back to this actual minifigure. He's got the sleepyhead hair there in medium nougat, which I think works really well for this comic book version of Hawkeye. I love the face print. That is the best part, because we have gotten a purple one in the past from Civil War, but I do like this figure a lot. I like the quiver. I like that it's not printed and that they actually give you a black one, as well as the bow and arrow here. You could tell that it's more of a comic book one because it's not a compact bow. It's more of the original bow. But let's take a look at the back printing and the other head print. And here's the back head printing, and it's this angry expression, which looks really good. And again, really great looking back print, and I like that the quiver's not there. I think that takes away from it when it is there, and I just like when they use the quiver piece, and it works really well here. This is just such a great looking Hawkeye. Well, there you have it, everyone. That is the Avengers truck takedown, and I think that this is a unique set for sure. Like the other one, I feel like that maybe that's a nice way of saying that this is not the greatest set, but the figures are really good. But I quite like the truck. It is an interesting build. It is definitely something that we've never gotten before, so that's always a plus. The bike on the side, it's fine, I guess, with the detachable hovercraft, but I really think that the best part is the minifigures, specifically that Hawkeye figure. I think that that is amazing. I can't believe that it's taken this long to get one like that. And I know everyone's gonna be like, "Well, he was purple in the Civil War set," but it's not the same. Like the goggles as well. It really adds to it, and it's so great. And that Captain America based off the video game, I quite like the designs of the video game, so I'm quite happy with that minifigure. And the AIM agents, again, I want more. I want more AIM agents and everything, but anyways, everyone, I want to hear your thoughts down below in the comments section. What do you think of this set? I'm quite happy with it, and I'm just happy that we have an Avengers line going on at the same time as the Spider-Man one. But anyways, everyone, I hope that you did enjoy this video, and I hope that you all have a great day. I will see you all in the next one.